Hi, my name is Babafemi Olayinka. The job title is Data Analyst 2 and the company is PwC, that is PricewaterhouseCoopers. And the job details that really entice me into applying for this job is the part that says implementing reporting and technical analysis solution to their finance and accounting team. Yeah, I'm a detail-oriented person, and this has helped me get grasp of all information at all stages of collection to data transformation to be able to effectively perform my data analysis. Yeah, over the course of my prior experiences in research, sales, and banking, I have developed analytical skills, presentation skills, and also mastered the art of effectively communicating my insight from any analysis I did to my stockholder that addresses their business question. Most recently, also, while studying in Career Foundry as a data analyst, yeah, I also added storytelling into my technical skills, presentation of dashboard, querying tables from different databases, extracting data, transforming data, and also loading data into our databases. Also, I also learned writing codes to optimize my processes as a data analyst. Example of it is one of the projects I did in Career Foundry when I was still studying. That was for Gameco. Yeah, the company basically is a game company. They invent different kind of game on their app, but they were facing revenue challenges. So as a data analyst, I was brought in to conduct analysis to see why the revenue is not scaling per year, is not growing up. What are they not doing right or what they are doing wrong? So first, we collected data. As a data analyst, you need to know the right source of data to use so that it's basically profiling your data, validating it, making sure it's going to do what you intend to do. So that you don't get the wrong result at the end of the day. So you collected data from different sources. I did cleaning. I cleaned the data, making sure it's accurate, it's valid, and I profile the data. Also, what I did in those kind of times was just looking for missing information, mismatch information, duplicate records, and I do clean all those stuff. I used the likes of pivot table to check for discrepancies in the data set I was using. I was using it to see the average, the sum per data set I was using, and also I was using the VLOOKUP to integrate two data sets together to wherever when there is need for the similarities or differences. So doing this first, we allow my analysis to be complete and robust in nature. So also after that, I exploit the data by looking for the average, minimum, mode, median, how the school, how the data looks like in form of frequency. So I check all those things, explore the data, I come up with chart to look at how what the data is saying at a particular point in time. So basically what I come up with, what I did for them was just to analyze data to show sales as it is right now, and also to be able to use that information to forecast sales for different regions. At the same time, I was able to analyze the data to show where the money that needs to where they need to do more marketing, the regions that need more marketing, and the products that need more marketing. And that means the type of game they need to create in this particular region that will drive revenue. Also, I move on to Rock Booster. That's another project I worked on to Rock Booster. This is a movie renting company, and they were facing challenges with the new upcoming movie streaming industry, the likes of Netflix, Amazon Video, and the likes. So what I did basically for Rock Booster is to use my SQL knowledge that I learned to query data. So I was able to query data, pull up tables. I was able to get the fact table dictionary. I was able to conduct statistical analysis with queries, getting the average, the minima, the maximum. I was able to filter data using different query language, like where to filter, using like having, using like and things like that. So basically, what I was able to do after cleaning, I also was able to clean the data for even in form of table in the database. So which we query the database and analyze, and this lead us to be able to see those movies that contributed the most for the company, and those movies that did not contribute at all for the company. It also let us see the top countries that are driving the revenue as at that time, and the 10 bottom countries that are not even performing at all. It also let us to see the people, the maybe like the top 20 customers, where they are located, that are driving the revenue, and the family size of those customers. So basically, it was this has given me skills to be able to implement reporting tools. This has given me a lot of strength, a lot of confidence in me to be able to uh, draw technical analysis out of any database, which I believe in the accounting and finance, I can do the same. I can replicate the same skills there to help them draw an insight from analysis that will be conducted there. Also, I move on to Tableau, where I was able to tell story about my analysis, where I was able to come up with dashboard, where I was able to fine tune my presentation skills, where I was able to, for example, like the project of uh, season influenza in America, the 50 state. So I did a project with a medical staffing company that is responsible for providing additional medical staff during the hike or the peak of the influenza season. So basically, I was able to collect data, source for data from CDC, census, population data, stuff like that, and hospitalization data from clinics. So what I did basically is to clean the data first. Anywhere we need to drop some columns that is not needed, I did. Any missing information or values, we were able to like using manipulation method to like put value into it, having spoken to the stakeholder, this is what we want to do, so everyone could be aware. So but fast forward, I was able to clean the data, process the data, and analyze the data. The data majorly was gotten from SQL, which I loaded into Excel, and from Excel I was able to put into export into Tableau. So I did the reporting for them, where mostly I did a composition chart like tree map, where I showed them the different part of the data set compared to the whole. So in the chart, they can see each state, how big each state is by representing it with a tree map, and as it's big, how much death, influenza death, that state occurs. So I was using tree map to show them, okay, this is the size of the population. Also, I categorized the population into two, so for it to be easy. So the vulnerable population and the unsusceptible population. And also, I went further to use the likes of line chart to forecast the preparation for next year. This will really help, in the sense that where we are right now, we're already preparing for next year influenza season. So I was using the proud 7 to 10 years data to prepare for this coming year influenza season. I was able to use line charts, which help you to like get the numbers out there based on forecasting. So I was able to use the line chart to forecast for that year, and that will help us to know how many additional staff, medical staff, that is needed in a particular state based on the average influenza death for that 7 to 10 years I did, based on the number of patients to clinic, based on the number of visits of or hospitalization. And whatever I'm doing, I'm always using these two categories: vulnerable people, which are people that have some kind of conditions, or 65 years above, or zero 5 years downward versus unsusceptible population. Also, I was able to use spatial map, like the likes of chloroplat map, to show the stakeholder also the distribution of the influenza flu based on each state and how it affect those populations. So looking at the dashboard, it's so easy that, oh, California is the most affected because the box was bigger. Anybody can easily say, oh, so it affected this part first, mostly Texas, Florida. So I was able to do that, come up with that, and this help the stakeholder to make informed decision. They were able to know where, when, and how to send additional staff at a particular point during the peak of influenza season in America. Yeah, one thing I would like to develop as per as a data analyst. Yeah, I'm very detailed in nature, so that's not a problem. I like to see things myself, and I take my time to clean my data because whatever any other thing I'm going to do depends on that. So, but one thing I would like to work on myself is often the time I still get my report back. So when I sit down and where I've worked in the past in the research company, banking sales, when they return back my report, the first thing I sit down is why did they return it back? And by the time I do my analysis, it always falls back on, it's not really the technical part. I know what I'm doing, but majorly is the part where I am supposed to have relaxed. My brain is lagging. I've worked so much. So, but I just wanted to keep going and finish. I don't know when to withdraw. I'm like, calm down, take a break, a hair break, 4 minutes, 5 minute hair break, and come back and start again. And that's true. That has been part of me even in college. And I'm reading. I always like to want to finish. Like I don't like stopping. Like apart from the regular break, but sometimes even while working, you're supposed to like know. And I do know, but just like I keep looking at data, I want to keep working. So during those are the time I make a little bit of those mistakes, typo, error, putting wrong figure in different places. So those are the times. So I'm really working, and I believe that you have a team on ground that they can even help me in that area, you know. So I want to work with a team that understand me, and definitely that's what I'm working about now concerning myself. And when it comes to the salary, yeah, I believe the company has a basic average salary you're paying for your present data analyst. And based on my research also, I've seen a lot of figures for a data analyst too, based on my region. And for me, it's within the 80,000 to 110,000. And for me, that's the same thing I'm asking. I would like to be paid within that range. Definitely, we can negotiate, but that's the range I believe we could negotiate upon. I go through your website and all your social media. I like your culture, diversity, your product, the service you are giving is my interest. I'm data savvy, and the way you are helping your clients solve their revenue problem, implementation problem, forecasting problem. This is based on data. So I'm more of a person that really likes that, and I really want to do something in that nature. Yeah, but the only question I have, because you've answered your website, I've answered all the question I have, everything. But the only question I have is, if I'm the successful candidate for this role, what do you think I need to get ready, like just to hit the ground running by the time I get my offer letter? Thank you. I'm Baba Femi Olayinka. Bye.